number 2 hatch on the forward well deck.
I'll make my way to the hatch and deploy Predator.
I remember it all, very clearly from the moment that my father wakened me. Of course, I was in dead sleep. Until I saw that ship sink, and afterwards when I heard it hit the ground. I remember it all vividly.
Do you remember the panic, the fright? Were you panicked and frightened, or did you kind of, being 7 years of age, not really take it all in?
Oh no, I took it all in, but so the panic started, of course, after the all too few lifeboats had gone, and people were coming up on deck hoping to get into a lifeboat, and there weren't any boats for them. That's when the panic started, which we could hear when we were in the lifeboat.
I suppose as a very young person, you can see adults panicking and
Oh,
screaming.
yes, indeed.
Absolutely horrific.
Dreadful.
And your father went down with you.
Yes, he did.
Your mother, however, was
She
spared.
was saved
with
with
you.
me, yes, that's right.
And I hate to drag it up, but do you remember going away and one of the things looking back at the ships?
I do indeed, yes. Very clearly. And to this day, I hate looking at pictures of the ship.
It might be a good idea to shine your sublights down the void again.
Heading down now.
There will be a lot of debris down there.
You were right about the debris.
The cargo crates and barrels in here have almost all disintegrated.
I didn't realize it was carrying so much cargo. Surely this wasn't all just for passengers.
No, most of this was produce and commercial goods being shipped to the United States, along with the passenger cargo.
I'll have a look around here before moving on to the mailroom. See if I can find anything related to Henderson. I can't see anything useful here. If he did have a package, it looks to be long gone.
Let's check out the mailroom then.
Where's the access point again?
It's in the side of the wall towards the back of the room. You'll see the metal has deteriorated there.
It looks like some areas are decaying faster than others.
Yeah, it is. We have a request from a conservation group to photograph the openings so the decay can be monitored.
No problem. Done. I'm through to the mailroom.
Deck plans show there is a parcel room to the right of the mailroom, near the stairs.
This room is pretty well preserved. I can't see anything here.
The deeper you get into the ship, the more protected everything is.
Here we go. Found the New York bags.
Can you see
Found
Henderson's
one
name
for
on
a
any packages?
W.J. Henderson. I think this is it. The packaging isn't in great condition, but the contents look okay.
I can't believe we found it. Is there anything else there with his name on it?
I can't see anything else. I'll make my way up now.
Great. See you soon.
Hey, Jean. I'll just get this cleaned up before our call.
I'm surprised the packaging survived at all.
This case will need a bit of care. A soak, scrub, PEG bath, and then drying. Luckily, glass and gold don't need much attention when recovered. Just a quick scrub to remove the dirt. Beautiful.
Gillian will be so excited to see this perfume bottle. I guess that it being French is correct.
Hi, Gillian.
Hello. What do you have for me today?
We made our way into the cargo hold and mail room and found William's gift. It was a small parcel in the registered mail sacks.
That's amazing. I honestly thought that it was a long shot to recover the parcel. What's inside?
A leather case containing a small glass perfume bottle. Looks like gold detailing, and you were right with your suspicions. It's French.
I knew it.
I'll send through a photo.
Now that this is recovered, though, I don't know where we should search next.
Honestly, we aren't sure either.
We were hoping the journal and his gift might give us some indication of William's final movements, but we're at a dead end.
You should continue your search of the bow. There's still a large portion of the ship unexplored.
Yeah, we need to take advantage of this good weather.
What area should we explore next, then?
I suggest the D-deck reception area and Turkish baths.
We haven't really ventured into the debris field yet either.
It covers such a large area, though, 3 by 5 miles, and some areas are denser in artifacts than others. It would take us years to search the entire area.
What about that mosaic imaging of the wreck completed recently? Could we identify smaller areas to search from those images?
The divers focused on mapping out the wreck itself more than the debris field, but I heard some other diving teams have started on the surrounding areas as well.
I could contact those dive teams to find out what they have mapped. They may have finished some of the denser debris areas.
It's worth a shot. Let us know what you learn.
In the meantime, we'll keep looking for clues and let you know if we find anything of interest.
Thanks. I hope to hear from you soon.
Why the D-deck reception area and Turkish baths?
They're both areas Henderson would have visited, and we have jobs from other contractors in those areas, so it's a good opportunity. 2 birds, 1 stone, you know?
Fair enough. Will we need any upgrades for this next ad?
Yeah, we need to attach some specialty equipment to Predator for these contracts. The D-deck reception is a basic photography opportunity, so that's fine. But the Turkish baths is a recovery job.
A recovery?
Another dive team was searching that area, and their tethered ROV lost communication with the submersible. They've asked us to recover their ROV for them, and they've been kind enough to supply us with the necessary upgrades.
Do you think it'll be difficult to get out?
Not sure yet. We'll find out when we get down there and try. The ROV looks to be trapped under a piece of pipe, so we'll need to lift the pipe and then drag it out with a hook.
What equipment have they given us?
It's sitting over there on the table next to Predator.
This flotation
Should be
gear
easy
will help me
enough to
rescue
attach
the
it all.
downed ROV. I'll get onto it now then. This hook and rope will be useful when I rescue the dam. All attached. She's ready
Thanks.
for tomorrow.
Get some rest. We've got a big day tomorrow.
Radio check.
Crystal clear, Dr. Lynch.
Okay, making my way to the D-deck reception area now. I can access this through the forward grand staircase, right?
Yeah, marking it on your map now. You'll need to park off to the side of the staircase this time, leaving the opening clear.
On that night of April the 14th, we all, that is, the captain and officers, knew perfectly well that we were just about entering the region where ice might be sighted at that particular time of the year, and had taken all necessary precautions. We were steaming that night at a good 22 knots. At 10 o'clock, I was relieved as officer of the watch by Murdoch, W.M. Murdoch. Of course, he knew nothing of the death trap lying ahead of us any more than I did. And so, 5 bells, 6 bells, and 7 bells went by. But barely 10 minutes had passed after the sound of the last bell when there were 3 sharp clangs on the crow's nest bell, followed by a cry from the lookout cage, "Ice right ahead, sir." Murdoch evidently saw the mass of ice practically at the same time as the lookout men, and shouted, "Hard a starboard, full speed astern." Her bow swung a bit, but not enough, and she struck. She took the blow along her starboard side, masses of ice actually falling on the foredeck.
What's with the patches of damage on the deck? I thought it would all deteriorate at the same rate.
Those sections are deteriorating faster because of visitors to the site. Some people land their subs on deck, making it deteriorate faster.
Isn't conservation of this site meant to be important?
It is. It just took a while for people to realize what was causing the damage. No one lands on the wreck now.
Oh wait, aren't the subs supposed to be neutrally buoyant?
They are, but the scratching of the surface is what causes fast deterioration, not the weight. It's better to just not touch anything.
I'm at the staircase, descending to D deck now. Alright, I'm at D deck.
Great. The area in front of you is the reception area. Head forward and you'll find a grand piano on the port side.
Is that what I'm photographing?
Yeah, an American historian is writing about the Titanic's musicians and wants a clear photograph of the piano.
can't believe this survived.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Like something out of a film.
I think this is the first room Henderson would have seen when he boarded.
Did you want to take a minute to look around?
Yeah, can I?
Of course. The next task is the recovery in the Turkish baths. So head down the grand staircase when you're finished here.
Alright, I'm ready. Turkish baths are at the bottom of the staircase, right?
Yep, straight down and off to starboard.
Hello. Hey there. Hope you're enjoying the stream. No, it's quite calming. It's really interesting. I'm doing the missions, but I'm exploring at the same time. Trying to figure out how to get these Turkish baths. Oops. You're basically in a underwater submarine, and you got a little quest to do, like find these belongings of this family that have paid for, basically for you to retrieve things, and then take them back to the lab and clean them up and find out a bit more. That leads on to the next mission. But I'm liking the exploring part. Do you have VR? Come on. Ah, cool. It's on sale at the moment. I know that. I saw it on the UK. It's on sale. It's like £6. I'd say it's worth it. Only just started playing a couple of hours. If you're interested in this kind of thing. Oh man, where are these Turkish baths? Starboard. Yeah, I've got Firewall, Skyrim. Don't play Skyrim enough though. Yes, we can start. I mean, it looks decent, to be honest. I played the Apollo one as well, which is similar, but this one's a lot more interactive. Yeah, a lot of games have stopped development there as well. So hopefully, yeah. What games are coming? I haven't. This is the first time I've played my VR in a long time, so I'm not really sure what's coming out. This has got to be it. Yeah, I was interested. I like stealth games. It just had the reviews weren't that good when it came out, but I heard it's been patched, so I might have to give it another thought. Might have to buy it. Is it? I mean, how would you rate it yourself? Oh, finally, this is it. Oh, cool. Might have to give it a go. Might have to stream some more VR stuff. I need to do. I bought quite a few horror games, like The Exorcist. I did one bit of that. There's 4 parts to go. Started Paranormal Activity.
I'm in the baths now. I can see the ROV here pinned under a pipe.
Great. You'll need to get into position and attach the flotation bag to the pipe. The flotation bag is in the Predator's storage compartment.
What's Moonlight? Don't think I've heard of that one.
Done.
Okay. Last step is to activate the tank, and it should fill the bag. You can activate it from the inventory.
Hey, it's working. The pipe is lifting.
Great. When the pipe's completely lifted, you can attach your hook and drag the ROV out of here.
Right. Ah, I think the motor failed. My arm's not responding.
Is everything else okay? Is the line attached?
Yeah, everything else is operational, and the line's still connected.
Okay, we'll fix the arm when you're back on the surface. But for now, you'll have to be extra cautious. You need to drag the ROV back out to the ground staircase. The extra weight is going to make your controls tricky.
Oh, you're not wrong there. Predator's really struggling. I'll need to use my other arm until we get this damaged one replaced. This is going to be difficult.
Just take it nice and slow.
Sorry, yeah, that Moonlight game. I don't think I've heard of it. I'm not sure if this is right what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get out of it. Seems like it.
Am I towing this thing all the way back to the sub?
Oh yes.
No, we've an easier way to get out of the wreck. Let me know when you're at the staircase.
I'm waiting for Gordon. What's the news on that one then? Is it still on hold or? Because that's been going on for quite a while. What's my new objective? Oh, come on, mate. One to 3 months. It does look really, really good. What else have you been playing lately? I actually have about 40 something titles, but I don't play my PSVR as much as I should. So I thought I'd have a go today, and I've missed it quite a bit actually. It's really good. I upgraded to a gaming PC 6 months ago, and I sold my Xbox One X, and I got a Switch and obviously PS4 Pro. But
I'm at the staircase again.
The next step is to attach a tracker to the ROV. There is one in your compartment.
Okay.
Where's my handgun? Oh. Must be looking at this. There you go. Yes, I've had this game for 6-7 months maybe. I've never played it. I thought I'd give it a go. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Where are you watching from? What country are you in, mate? Come on, man. GPS tracker. Yeah, I've been looking at them and they I mean, you got to... Oh, wicked, yeah, same. But you've got to have all the actual PC that's going to run it, and then get the good VR. So it's a big package. Whereabouts are you from?
Now what?
Now remove the hook and let it float straight up to the surface. The other diving team will be able to track it and pick it up.
Yeah, England, yeah. I'm from like London area. Move the hook. Oh yeah, same, yeah. It's quite nice weather today. A lot of people are out and about. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to talk about. It's Corona is messed up. I mean, I was in Thailand, and then I came. This was about 4 weeks ago. I came back from holiday, and my work told me to self-quarantine for 14 days. So I was off for over a month. I went back to work for 3 days, and then the stay-at-home stuff happened. So it feels like I've been off for a very long time. How about you? Are you working, or you like chilling? No, I didn't have any. They just said as a precaution, which I thought they were going to do anyway. But yeah, my brother got stuck out there for a couple of weeks, and like he's video calling me from the hotel, and there's literally nobody there. Like everybody just gone. Yeah, it's pretty mad. It's all about the saying about hitting the peak and stuff. And
Well, there she goes. Should I follow it up?
No, we aren't finished down here yet.
What's left to do?
We need to collect the gear we left in the Turkish baths.
The flotation gear?
Yeah, it's too expensive to leave down here. You need to deflate the balloon and remove it from the pipe.
are you doing courses between off work? I was thinking about doing that as well. It's got so much spare time. Oh, what? I have to go back down. I mean, oh, cool, yeah. So, at least getting done. It's mad. I think it's going to still be a while, like even a few months. Yeah, I'll do the same, to be honest. Did a lot of that when I was at school. Yeah, they said that, and then they said schools might not go back till September, which is a pretty long holiday. Well, not a holiday, but you're not really going to school. And it's just not good. It just keeps going up every day with us. But I mean, Italy, Spain, and stuff like that, it's just really bad.
All done. I'm heading back up.
Great, see you soon. I'll get the lab ready to repair Predator.
And then America is pretty bad as well. They had, I know New Orleans, they knew about all this stuff that was going on. They still did the Mardi Gras, and it just got really bad. Oh, nice. Where you going? Come on, man. Get out. ton of VR games, so if you want me to stream other stuff, just let me know, subscribe, and like I said, I've got 40 something titles, so I'm sure. I don't know, do you have any horror games? Because they're pretty twisted. Chelsea Beach, where's that? Oh, thanks, nice one, mate. Just stick some comments there if you want to see anything other games. Like I said, there's not much going on apart from watching box sets and gaming, and do love to game. I'll probably do like one more level on this and I might switch games. And autopilot. Oh, in the UK. I only got until the bit you said one of England's and it's ... I don't think I can read it. Doesn't come up on the headset.
Looks like the motor went.
Yeah, we're lucky it's easy to replace. Hey, Gillian.
How are you doing?
As well as can be expected, I guess.
How did you go with the dive teams? Did you find anything?
Not really. I contacted them and looked over the areas of the debris field that they've mapped using cameras. The images are highly detailed, but I couldn't see anything interesting there. They've suggested we consider mapping out an unexplored area.
Well, we could take on that contract for you if you want. Our submersible is capable. It's already fitted with sonar and cameras.
And we haven't found anything else related to Henderson inside the ship. I think we should start looking outside the bow.
Yes, I agree. We may get lucky and find William.
And even if we don't, we'll still be contributing to research of the ship and her passengers.
Do you have the coordinates for the area they want us to check?
Yes, I'll send them through.
Going off in the background.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm going to the Titanic convention in Southampton tomorrow.
Oh, great. Getting some research done?
Hopefully. It's a good opportunity to meet some of the other relatives of passengers and hear their stories. There's also a demo for a Titanic computer game being shown. Apparently, it's been in development for almost 10 years, but the developers are saying it'll be released soon.
It better be. I backed it on Funster years ago.
Let us know how it goes. I'd love to hear some stories about Henderson.
I suppose we should prepare for the next dive then.
We've got a lot to do before we head out. Thanks for the update, Gillian.
Not a problem. Let me know how you get on tomorrow.
Will do. Talk later. I suppose I better fix that arm.
Oh,
Shouldn't take you too long. There's a replacement one on the table.
Put them both on you, man.
All done. See you tomorrow.
See you then.
Yeah, I don't really watch horror films because they're like... they just don't kind of... not believable enough. But when you're doing a VR horror game, it's pretty scary. I remember I did the first Exorcist Part 1. That freaked me out. I was like, you know... I don't mind streaming some horror games after this. But I might have to mute the mic because I might start crying.
Radio check.
Crystal clear, Dr. Lynch.
Alright, let's get this scanning started.
I've marked the starting point on your map.
Yeah.
So what's the process exactly?
Well, it can be a little repetitive, but takes a fair bit of skill. Basically, you need to mow the lawn with your sub.
Mow the lawn? What?
You need to scan up and down the area following a strict pattern, making sure you cover the entire area. The data you collect doing this will allow us to create a 3D detailed map of the area. And this will help researchers identify items amongst the debris field.
Right, so if I don't follow the lines perfectly, I risk missing a bit?
Yeah, pretty much. The submersible you're in is already fitted with both sonar and optical equipment for this exact purpose. If we can't make a full mosaic from the images you collect, the blame is kind of on you and your piloting skills.
No pressure then.
Yeah, sorry, Resident Evil. Bought that with my VR a couple of years ago, I'd say now. And I got halfway, and I've got all the DLCs.
Well, we were standing on the steerage, third class they call it, and then we couldn't get up to second.
Listen,
and of course,
what was that, sorry?
man with us, and he was our guardian angel, and he said, for God's sake, let the women up. So with that, I got up
and then you
second.
And then you got into a lifeboat.
Alessandro.
No, then I had to go to first cabin. The lifeboats were only going from first cabin. So there was a man on the second deck, and he asked me to go on his shoulder, and I climbed over, and then I think it was the last boat that was going out.
Did you take
They didn't want to let me on because there was too many on the boat already.
But you got into the boat.
But I said to the man I'd like to go with my sister because there was a neighbor with me, and I thought he'd be, because I didn't want to lose the crowd. I didn't really think it was any danger, but I thought I'd miss them in the dark, it's very dark.
Did you see the ship sink?
Oh yes, I was looking at it sinking when we were in the lifeboat, because we're in the lifeboats for 9 hours.
And then which ship rescued you?
Carpathia picked us up then early in the morning, about 9 o'clock.
Sleep messed up. I mean, what, you worried about it, or it's just because of quarantine you're up at night?
Davits.
You must be getting close then.
These don't look like regular 20th century davits.
No, these were specially designed to be able to launch more than one lifeboat. Ordered when the original plan still had 64 lifeboats.
Thomas Andrews must have been kicking himself that they didn't stick to his original plans.
Carlyle's plans.
Carlyle?
The Right Honourable Alexander Carlyle was the designer of the Olympic-class liners, not Thomas Andrews.
Yeah.
Really?
The misunderstanding came about because Carlyle retired halfway through the Olympics build, and Andrews took
Wait, so
over.
why? Alright, here we are.
Great. I'm just updating your map with the new path for scanning. You'll need to try and follow the lines as well as you can. If you go off track, try to get back on and keep going.
Will do.
And remember to keep your eyes peeled for anything relating to Henderson.
What exactly should I be looking for?
His Bible, a pocket watch with his initials, his coat, shoes, anything that might have survived.
Right.
Yeah, I've been going to bed at like 5, 6, 7 in the morning. It's pretty bad. I do, yeah, but I do mostly Black Ops. Well, I've been doing Black Ops Custom Zombies, but I might start doing a bit more VR because people seem to be interested from just the views I had from my first stream earlier. But yeah, I'll have a look at the new games that are coming out because I might get them day one and just start streaming them again. Yeah, if you want. I mean, I've got maybe 2 hours of gameplay under my belt. I did a good few kills in that. I do love first-person shooters, and Firewall is really good. Like I said, it's really weird. Just haven't been using it enough. But then when I do pick it up, it's like, why haven't I been playing? I mean, when do you want to do Firewall? Pretty newish to that. I mean, there's people in there with thousands of hours, I guess. But I don't like giving it another go. Might get into it. I mean, I did get into it, to be honest. I think it's just because I bought a million other PSVR games, kind of not played it. Oh, this is not a fun mission. I think once I've done this one, I'll switch. Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't talking right now. Yeah. Everyone's asleep and I'm gaming. But yeah, I need to keep a look out. I need to have another look. I'll watch like every week what's coming out kind of thing on the PSVR. So I've got Sirento. I played it for about 5 hours. I could get into that again. Don't know if you've ever heard of it. You run on walls and shoot and cut people at the same time and that kind of stuff. Is Skyrim online? I don't think it is it? It is on like PC, I think. But is it online on PSVR? Oh, Sirento. Yeah. I got it on a sale, I think. Or I bought it like a week after it came out, maybe. Yeah, it's really good fun. I can stream that if you want, but I don't want to spoil it for you. But it is worth watching. Oh yeah, I know. Skyrim is there's Elder Scrolls games, but there's nothing VR. But I was looking on Steam, and I do want to get a PC VR. There's so many really good games out there. Steam's really good. Yeah, give it a go. I mean, I don't mind starting from the beginning, so I didn't get too far. I did do the higher difficulty, and it was pretty hard, so you have to get used to the mechanics first. But I like to complete games in the hardest mode. 37. How about you? Radio. Okay. You're college or you still learning online? Is that part of college? Yeah, enjoy it. Went to a couple of colleges. What are you studying? College to A levels. But you're like sixth form or no, you're at college, right? Yeah. Yeah, I did drama GCSE. I don't know what you call it nowadays. This is like years ago. Maths I was quite good at. Okay. Yeah, I did like college and then straight school, then college. Didn't go to uni. Started working. I'm still working the same line of work, so it wasn't too bad. The radio, man. Yeah, I was the same at your age. It's not until... It depends. Like, if you like get a bit older, then you kind of realise a bit more what you want to do. But I know friends who've done uni and they don't even use a degree for work. It's like just a degree they've got, and they never went into that field. So, but you should stick to it. You know, from my experience, it's better to do it. You should stick to it, and you must have things that interest you. Like you said, music. There's thousands of courses, maths as well, drama. You can go to acting school. It's good to, at your age now, just have a real think about it and look at the different paths from college to uni to just read it, look into detail about how the courses work and what you need to do, what you need to know, and you can get prepared for it. Best thing to do, I'd say. Oh, I need to find this radio. Okay. What you got planned? For your birthday, 18. When are you 18? Have you got a car? You drive? Yeah. My dad's May as well. And my nephew, actually. He's not even 1 yet, so he's going to be 1. Same day as my dad. Well, he's going to be more than 1, but you get what I mean. Yeah, I left my driving lessons till I was like 27, 28, maybe 29. Yeah. But once you do it, I was using public transport for a long time, and then I ended up doing it all in one hit. And it's like the best thing you could ever do. Just literally go and do what you want, and yeah, and also get a lot of freedom. You can go and do stuff that you couldn't normally do. Like drive down to the coast or whatever, go see family. I failed my first test. Didn't know how to do anything on a roundabout, unfortunately. But the second one I passed. I booked my second one like somewhere really quiet and like nice roads, but I did it at like 8:30 or 8:15 in the morning, so there's a lot of traffic there, so you don't actually drive around a lot, so there's less chance of making a mistake. And then I passed. I almost failed because I went to turn in a filter light and he put his hand on my steering wheel. He goes stop, and that's a fail. But luckily he was alright. I think he put his hand on my steering wheel, I can't remember. Something happened, and then luckily he was alright. He goes, "Why did you do that?" And I was like, when we got back, I said, "What, for this reason?" Yeah. He kind of gave me the answer at the same time. He's actually quite a good guy. And I go, "This is why." He goes, "Alright, yeah, I'll pass you." But then I told my driving instructor when I pass to come round, gonna have a meal, thought, get him a few drinks and stuff. And he ended up he wanted to drink beer, and then I think he only drinks beer, and he ended up drinking stronger stuff. And then he lived on the river, and then what happened was he lives on a boat at the river, and he walked down these concrete stairs. He fell down, and then the next day he sent me a picture of his ankle. It was massive, and he was off work for a long time because of it, which is I found quite funny, but I'm sure he was insured. Right, I need to figure this radio out, and then I'll yeah, I am the devil. It was a good night though. He did tell me I only drink beer, but I on purpose didn't. I didn't bring any beer. I was like, oh sorry, yeah, I forgot you said that. And then I've got a bar and I started making him cocktails, and one thing led to another, and he was pretty wasted. A large RV since, sorry I missed that, it disappeared. A large RV and since. Right, I might have to stop this because it's getting annoying. With trucks, but you're 17. You're not driving the old car parks, or talking about VR trucking, or the real thing. Is it possible? Dirt bike area. Oh, wicked. So you just run your truck through the dirt bikes. So that's alright, and I mean, you kind of know how to drive then, I'm guessing. Fast. Yeah. I used to have a 3-wheeler bike when I was younger. That was pretty sick. It was a Honda. I don't remember what model it was. It's back in the 90s maybe. Great fun. Yeah, I've never driven one, to be honest. I would, yeah, I don't know, maybe one day. Yeah, sorry, I was just saying, I've never driven an RV before. Driven a couple of Golfs and a Micra, that's it really. Micra's a funny car to drive. Yeah. But my mate had he brought it around a few times. He had a proper American one. It was sick, it was massive, and it just had everything in there. And he'd just go wherever he wanted and just, spend a week somewhere, no problem. Yeah. He had like a pet diesel or whatever one, and it was really bad mileage, but I'm guessing you can get the, yeah. I've got a few friends who live in like one of those mobile home things, so, but it's different when you're actually driving it around, and you haven't got electricity in the ground and stuff like that, so. Right, I might have to quickly check how to do this on Google because I can't find their radio and I need to finish this part of the game. Where's this radio? So yeah, I can stream Sorrento tomorrow. I'll have to let you know the list of games I've got. There's too many. Yeah. Unless you got somewhere to store it, maybe. You're thinking about your retirement now. You're 17, mate. But it's good. Yeah, plan for the future. Thinking about your pension already. Yeah, I haven't travelled enough around Britain. There's so many beautiful places to go and just camp and that. Depends what time I go to sleep, to be honest. I don't even know what time is it now. I ain't got an in-game watch. Probably late afternoon, I'd say. Yeah, sorry, give me 1 second. I won't be able to see what you're gonna write. Just give me a sec. Just checking how to use the radio. Because I've been spending ages on it. Where's the answer? Come on. I can't find it. Right. I'll try a couple more minutes and then I'll put another game on, I think. Sorry, yeah, I'm usually around late at 8 till 3. Yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, I don't have to get up for anything. So yeah, just add me or, yeah. Oh, cool, yeah. Do you ever stream yourself, or? Must be to do with this. Why not? Why can't you not stream? You just press a couple of buttons and you're done. Oh, this is annoying. I didn't want this video to be as long as this. No.
All done. I didn't see anything jumping out at me, though.
After all of that,
that's okay. We can double check the images when
big
you get back
red
up
button.
here. They're coming through now. Hopefully something will pop up. Next up is to place a hydrophone. I've marked the location on your map.
I'll head over there now.
Right. It's not really. I use I mean, on the PlayStation, it's already got it on there. But I sometimes record it because I use GeForce Experience on the. I suppose on the PlayStation it's pretty straightforward, but on the PC, GeForce Experience just records when it wants to, and it stops recording. And I've tried all these fixes, and it just doesn't even let me log in, and it's annoying. So then I'll end up recording and uploading stuff.
Sorry, but I'm not familiar with this kind of task. What's a hydrophone?
Underwater microphone. They're used to record underwater vibrations like animal sounds and seismic activity.
Why has NCPA asked us to set up a hydrophone this deep under... Okay, you'll need to dispatch Predator and use the arms to place the hydrophone. It's in the storage compartment.
All right.
It's a gun. It's a gun. One thing with this is you've got to keep switching this to smooth every time you go a new mission. Oh, it's annoying. Right. Yeah, you just set up a YouTube account and press a live stream. On VR you can only do 720p. But I do 1440. The custom zombie maps. Yeah, loads. I play. What have I been playing recently? Loads of custom zombies. Black Ops 3, World at War zombies. Was playing Rising Storm Vietnam today. I've got to go through all the Half-Lives. There's a remake on the PC of the first Half-Life. It looks really good. Someone's remade the whole thing. It looks sick. 7 Days to Die. I got it on the PlayStation, but I've got it on the PC on sale. Yeah, I've got so many games I've just forgotten what I've got, to be honest. Games like Stranded Deep's like a survival game. You're washed up on an island.
What's with the center casing?
Well, that's all the batteries and computers needed to run the hydrophone and record the data. In a couple of years, they'll organize it to be collected again so they can study the recordings.
That's amazing. Do you need to activate anything?
Nope, it's all set up. Right, what's next then?
Our final contract for today is from a Lebanese society. They want to see detailed images of the funnels. I have the coordinates. I'll mark them on your map.
Another easy contract.
It pays the bills.
I'll head there now. I didn't realize there was a Lebanese Titanic Society. Were there many Lebanese on board?
Oh yeah, there was a large Arabic community on board. Over 100 migrants from Lebanon, Syria and Egypt. Unfortunately, most Arabic names were anglicized on the passenger list, leading to confusion when reporting which people died or survived.
It must have been scary for those passengers who didn't speak English. They couldn't have known what was happening.
Of course they did. The ship was sinking. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, so Stranded Deep, you wake up on a desert island with just a couple of bits, and you've got to basically like Robinson Crusoe kind of thing, and build stuff and make food and upgrade your stuff, and then eventually get a boat with a motor on it after a while, build a house and gyrocopters and sharks, and it's a pretty good game. No, it's on my wish list and it comes up a lot, but I don't want to play it until it's on PC VR, because it's not on PSVR, is it? Sorry, it is out on PC, but I just don't have the headset because it's so expensive. I wanted to save that for VR. If it's on the PlayStation, I'll buy it like right now and play it. Ace Combat's really good as well on VR. I enjoyed that, but it's only 3 missions. It's a very funny experience in VR. Sorry, so it is in VR on the PlayStation. On PC, you played it with your friends? Yeah, I'm sure. See, this is why I want to get the PC VR. I mean, I don't really want to, but the PS4 with all the peripherals and stuff I should be able to get 500, 550. But I don't really want to sell it, to be honest, because I've got so many games that I bought and I just haven't played or completed yet. So I'm going to try. I might just play loads of VR, just to put the PC down for a while. I'm not in the right place. This is more of it's like an interactive experience, but it's better than the Apollo one because you can explore the deck. You can explore the whole Titanic, so the Apollo one was kind of not much really you could do, but it was interesting. Alright, let me finish this one up. I thought I did just take a photo off. Oh damn. Oh, what time is it now? Come on. It's really, I can't be. Yeah, but it's something you gotta do. Just stick it out, mate. Stick it out. It'll be worth it in the end. Oh, maybe 2. Okay. I normally stop streaming around 5. Are you into Black Ops Zombies at all, or? Am I going in the funnel? I'm into every game. Yeah, Black Ops 3 I actually bought 3 times, I think, on the PlayStation, the Xbox and the PC. But
All done.
Great. They'll be happy with those images.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all for today. You're free to explore or head up to the surface.
I think I'll explore a little.
I'm not exploring. yeah, so the PC is just beats everything, hands down. I mean, the reason I wanted the PC was for custom zombies, and that was the main reason. I got a really good deal on my PC. It was only 6 months old, and I got it for like 115 quid. The guy was
Oh
desperate
hey,
to sell it.
come check this
Lowballed
out.
him,
Wow,
and he
that
took
worked
it.
out great.
You aced piloting Sedna. This mosaic has come together really well. I've started going through the images, but haven't found anything so far resembling Henderson's
Oh, I
items.
did lowball my cousin.
That's a shame. How long will it take to go through all the images?
I think I can have them all done tomorrow evening. I really hope we find something.
Yeah, me too.
Hello, Ethan. Jean. How'd you both manage today?
Hi, Jillian.
I think we did well.
We're talking.
We've scanned the area and I've started processing the images.
Oh, wonderful news. When do you think they'll be done?
I'd say tomorrow evening. How did the convention go?
It was marvelous. So many people came, and I got to hear a huge range of stories. I'll definitely be attending the next one.
Did you hear anything about Henderson?
Yes, actually. One lady in particular said her grandmother, Anne, was a survivor and spoke of the accident regularly. She remembers Anne talking about the kindness of a Scottish gent who helped families board lifeboats on the starboard side. Apparently, once he learned teenage boys were being banned from boats on the port side of the ship, he went up and down the boat deck telling them to try on the other side.
Sounds like Henderson. How did she know it was him and not another passenger?
He was well known in business circles, wasn't he?
Yes, Anne didn't realize who it was at the time, but her mother did. Years later, she found letters her mother had written to friends about the kindness of William Henderson and other men who helped passengers. She was thankful that he thought it important to keep families together.
That's an impressive story. Does her family still have the letter?
Yes, but she didn't bring it with her. She'll email me through a copy when she can.
It'd be a great thing to include in the biography.
I'd love to accompany it with an image of his final resting place. I hope we'll spot something in these scanned images.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Do you have a plan if we don't find anything in the images?
We'd be at another dead end. I suppose we could select another area and rescan, but I don't wish to keep doing that. My funding can only go so far, and I fear the search would need to be shelved.
That's all right. We understand.
I'd love for us to find him, but if we don't have evidence to follow...
We'll keep searching the debris field and let you know if we find something. You never know, we might find a new lead tomorrow.
I hope so. In the meantime, I'll keep looking for another lead here.
We'll talk again tomorrow evening.
Speak to you then.
So, what's our itinerary for tomorrow's dive?
Just one contract job for tomorrow, but it's an interesting one. You'll be assisting Mr. Ocean to film his documentary on the wreck.
Mr. Ocean, as in the big shot Hollywood director Eddie Ocean.
That's the one. He's requested you help light up the wreck with your sub while he films from another sub. He'll be communicating with you directly through the radio.
Wow, this will be great.
It'll be an experience for sure, but he's known to have a bit of a temper, so you'll need to make sure you're fast and efficient.
Right. Will you be helping me?
No, unfortunately. I'll be spending the entire day here in the lab searching through the images. You're on your own for this one.
Anyone else there?
Ocean has 2 historians in the sub with him, but they won't be much help to you. They're just there to assist him. Mr. Ocean has kindly provided us with new wide beam lights. Should give you good coverage, and you can use your normal lights for spotlight work.
I don't even know what day it is anymore. Is it Monday?
Radio check,
Sunday.
Wilson.
All clear, Dr. Lynch.
No.
I think you're set. Just remember to only turn on your wide beam lights when you are directed to by Mr.
Can't
Ocean.
I leave them on all the time?
No, they'll drain your battery faster.
Alright, I think I'm ready.
You'll need to change over to channel 95 to speak with Mr. Ocean. His call sign is Ocean 1.
Great. Thanks, Gene. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, this lockdown is just... everything just molds into one. Like I said, I was on holiday and it was just no routine at all for 3 weeks. And then 2 weeks, no routine at all. 3 days, some kind of a routine at work. And then, I don't know, when did the lockdown start? It's been about 3 weeks? This is the 4th week, I think. I think it's week 4.
That was around the time I won my first Academy Award. As you know, I've won a fair few since then.
Yes, very interesting. I'd just like to thank you again for having us here. We're big fans of your work.
I know, son.
Ocean 1, this is Sedna.
Sedna, this is Ocean 1.
What are they doing in there?
Good to be here.
Dr. Lynch, I have my right-hand men here, Harold Walsh and Sean Jones. Say hi to the doctor, boys.
Hello there. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Alrighty, down to business. We're filming sections of the bow today for my upcoming film. It's an educational documentary showing how much I've learned about the ship. And of course, it'll also be a great follow-up to my award-winning film. I'm guessing you've seen it?
Yeah, a while ago.
Of course
I think
you
he's
have.
meant to be James
It's
Cameron.
everyone's favorite. I'll be directing and filming from my sub while you'll provide extra lighting.
Right.
We've 6 locations to get through today, so we'd better get moving. First up is a shot of the bow. Get into position. Oh, and make sure all other transceivers are off. Now, I'm a patient man, but I won't stand for interruptions.
Yeah, sure.
Goodbye is a great place to start, Mr. Ocean.
It's very strange what they're doing in this game.
Anchors,
I thought I'd be looking at the Titanic killing some
what
stuff
part will we
and
be filming first, Mr. Ocean?
shooting the film.
A panning shot of the stem, finishing where
Guess you
John
get seen
and
all the
Daisy
wreckage.
stood in my film.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
I didn't realize John and Daisy were based on real people.
Oh, they're not, but it's such a poignant shot from my film, I just have to recreate it. The fans will...
Wouldn't it be more educational to show areas with real history?
Ah, Walsh, we will. But I want to start by filming the most important locations. Ones that are linked to my films. We need to start by reminding people about the tragedy of the ship. To capture that...
The scene with John and Daisy. Very emotional.
Of course it was. That movie was a visual masterpiece. And this documentary will be even better.
Yeah, if you check my channel out, I've got loads of Black Ops Zombies. Some Scum, bit of Daisy. Oh yeah, they're the games I like. Scum, Daisy, that sort of zombie survival game. 7 Days to Die. I've got a couple of other ones, I've forgotten the names. Miscreated, that's another one, but it's still being made, so it's like an alpha. A new pick? What do you mean? Oh, I was gonna say. Yeah, I got lucky. There was a guy, like I said, he's pretty desperate to sell it, and I was gonna give him under the asking price, and then my cousin, yeah, even I didn't know anything until 6 months ago. My cousin knew what he's doing, and I kind of learned from him. I've got an i5 7400. I've forgotten the chip, but I mean, oh yeah, if you go onto my my live streams that I've got with the zombies, it tells you all the specs of my PC on there. It's not that expensive to set up, but the only thing I've added is the graphics card. Came with a 750 or something like that Ti. But I updated it to a 1660, which is 300 odd quid almost. But it still runs good. You can set a PC up at a good price, and once you've opened that door, it's like you can do whatever you want. Literally, there's so much stuff on there. Yeah, it is better to make it yourself, but the thing is, if you don't know what you're doing, it's a high chance that... But you can, literally, you can do anything on YouTube, you don't have to pay, you know, crazy money. Oh, I get it. Yeah, like I said, once you've got it, I mean, it's just great. I've got...
Lynch, turn on your wide beam lights. I want it bright. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Your lights at that angle are perfect. I'm a genius. You might be asking yourself, how does Eddie Ocean come up with these brilliant ideas? These great shots? And it all comes down to one thing.
He's on drugs.
Experience?
Imagination. That's all you need. Imagination.
And funding?
Well, obviously cash is important too, but it's mainly imagination. Ah! Don't blind me! Turn off your lights!
Sorry, yeah. Where to now?
To the port side anchor. Hurry up!
The port anchor is an excellent choice for footage.
Well, of course it is. That's why I'm heading there.
Did you know there were a total of 5 anchors on board Titanic?
5?
Yes, 3 at the bow and the 2 kedge anchors.
How did this guy
One on the
not know this?
starboard
He's in a
forecastle deck,
submersible.
and the other next to the stern
Do no
flagpole.
research about the Titanic.
Fascinating.
All right, here we are. Get into position. I don't have all day.
I suppose it's different doing this kind of stuff in the game. I'm not knocking it, it's actually a decent experience. Oh, it's actually got a thing where I'm supposed to be. Oh, no. Guessing that's the front. Look at that parking.
Light it up! Now,
So, Harold and Sean, what brings you to the wreck?
We're mainly here to assist Mr. Ocean in this expedition. We're producers on this documentary, but we also wanted to see the wreck for ourselves. We've been fans of the Titanic for a long, long time.
Have you just got a PlayStation and a PC that doesn't work?
Done! Next is Molly Brown's room. I want a shot of that brass bed.
Margaret Brown, Mr. Ocean. She was never known as Molly.
Whatever, Walsh. I don't care.
She was in the movie.
Sorry, where are we heading?
To E-deck, of course.
But wasn't her room on E-deck? Her account in the Newport Herald said.
I don't care what her account said. I have the camera, and I say it was this room. Lynch, stop dragging your feet. Get into position.
Where do you want me?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe there in front of the window? Get in there! Nice and close.
I was lucky, just following him. But yeah, I do like Daisy. I had it on the Xbox. I enjoyed it. It was really good. I met one guy on there. I played with regular, but I bought it on the PC, and it was just when the coronavirus started and China was in lockdown, and they just completely took the piss, and they're doing all these glitches and shit, and just dying. Like there's nobody there, and you just get shot. They were messing around, just doing the high ping stuff, and kind of put me off. But I'm going to get back on that, and Scum as well. That's a decent game. I do like Scum. I have streamed it a little bit, and Daisy, I've got a Daisy video in half an hour. Just got murked 3 times. Like, but it's like you can see the scams they're doing.
No! What are you doing? You're in the shot!
I haven't moved. I'm in the same spot.
I'm surrounded by incompetence! You realize who I am, right? We'll have to shoot it again. Move back, and make sure you keep out of the shot!
Sorry, yeah.
Just gonna use the sticks to go forward the button because it's a bit annoying. Controls.
You see, that wasn't too hard, was it? If you focus, you can actually learn something about filmmaking. Next up is the captain's quarters. I want a shot of his bathtub and bedroom. Get over there!
There's like 3 more and I'm done.
We're going to cover both the bathroom and bedroom. Just make sure you keep out of the shot.
Give you a choice of fresh or salt water, hot or cold.
Salt water?
It was considered therapeutic at the time, although most wealthy people only washed once a week.
Have you seen it before?
Well, I've seen pictures.
I'll tell you what's therapeutic. Diving, especially at this site. I love to come here and relax while filming. It's so calm and peaceful.
I can only imagine.
All right, positioning, lights, come on.
Little fishy. I think they say this wreck's not going to last much longer. It's just going to disintegrate.
We're going to cover both the bathroom and bedroom. Just make sure you keep out of the shot.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. The angle's great. And now, the bedroom. What? No, I can't talk. I'm at the bottom of the ocean. Do you know how unprofessional this is? To contact me in the middle of a shoot? Yeah? Well, you should have known my transceiver was left on. I can't be expected to do everything around here. Unbelievable. Okay, we'll keep going. They can fix it in post. Lights off. The Davids is up next. Get over to the marker.
He's like a character out of GTA.
Which David are we filming, Mr. Ocean?
David number 1.
The one First Officer Murdoch last operated.
Where do you want me placed?
Above, pointing your lights down. Come on, lights, lights! I haven't got all... Yes, that's the way, Lynch. Shine down like the heavens. You don't have much experience diving, do you, Lynch?
Well, this is my first expedition here, but I've
I
dived.
expected as much, judging by your piloting skills. All right, now get down onto the side of it. I want to see lights coming across, casting shadows. No, that's not quite right. My angle's off. I need to get a bit lower.
Mr. Ocean, you should maybe...
It's not good for the decks, you see.
I'm the experienced diver here. I know what I'm doing.
But you're damaging the wreck.
I'll park where I damn well please.
Stephen never speaks to us like this.
Pick up the pace, Lynch. I'm a busy man. I want another downward lighting shot. This time for the GSC.
The GSC? What's that?
The grand staircase. Keep up. You'll notice that this wrecked staircase doesn't look anything like the one in my film. It's because the original staircase broke up and floated out of the ship as it sank.
Yeah, your recreation looked pretty accurate.
Yeah, I personally oversaw the whole project. I like to be involved in everything, you know. It's a hard job, but the art is worth the effort.
Yeah, I think...
Of course, it couldn't have been done without my team. They helped a lot with the actual production of the film, but it was my guidance that got us there. I think that's why I won so many awards for that film. Guess how many?
Guess how many awards?
Yeah, go on. How many awards did I win?
Well, maybe...
20! Can you believe it? 20 awards for that single film. And I'm expecting more for this documentary. I'm revolutionizing the film industry and just being here. Get into position and hurry up with those lights. Did you see that? That damn fish ruined my shot! I'll have to reset and start again.
But Mr. Ocean, that's the ghost fish. It's rare to capture it on film.
Surely you know about the ghost fish.
Of course I know about the ghost fish, Walsh.
Are you going to follow it?
No, I can't. My sub's too big to navigate down there. Even with my piloting skills, I can't get close enough with a camera.
I can try getting near it with my ROV.
Don't be ridiculous. If I can't get close, you'd have no hope.
What size is the ROV? Do you have a decent camera?
It's pretty small and fast, but it's only got a basic camera and lights.
You can't be seriously considering this.
I'm afraid so. Dr. Lynch...
But he's an amateur. If I get an ROV, I'll be able to...
You can't afford an ROV, Mr. Ocean, just like you couldn't afford this dive. It was your decision to blow the film budget on CGI.
That iceberg looks amazing. I know it. It'll make this film.
You're lucky we even paid to bring you down here at all, with the way you've treated us. It certainly won't be happening again.
Are we finished with this filming session, Mr. Ocean?
Yes, I guess so.
Then you're free to go, Dr. Lynch. We'll be in touch.
Yes, of course. I'm looking forward to it. CCGS Wilson, that's a Sedna, over.
Sedna, this is CCGS Wilson. Over.
I'm ready to head up.
How did you go with the filming?
It was interesting. I'll tell you about it when I surface.
No worries. See you soon.
So, I've had a call from a Mr. Walsh.
Yeah, he was with Mr. Ocean. What did he say?
That he and Mr. Jones were impressed with your attitude and interest towards the wreck, and they'd like to hire us for a contract to film a fish?
A ghost fish. Apparently it's newly discovered, and the footage of it is worth quite a bit. Seems to live deep inside the wreck, and they need someone to film it with an ROV.
Ah, I wondered about that. They've paid to upgrade Predator's cameras and lights, and want us to dive tomorrow, weather permitting. How was Mr. Ocean?
Painful. How'd you go with the images?
No luck, unfortunately. I'd hoped we'd find something for Gillian.
Well, at least the images can be sent off to other teams.
Yeah, I'm just not sure where we go from here to find Henderson.
I hope Gillian has something for us. Hi, Gillian.
Hello, how are things?
Not going well, I'm afraid. We haven't had any luck with the images. I've searched through them all and haven't found anything relating to Henderson.
Nothing came up today on the wreck either.
My research into the debris fields hasn't brought any new leads. I'm very sorry, but we've had no leads on William's gravesite for several days, and as per our contract, I'm gonna have to put my funding for this expedition on hold.
We understand.
Look, I appreciate all the work you've both put into this search so far, and if we do find a new lead, I'll be happy to reopen the search, but I just can't afford to keep you down there without anything solid to pursue.
It's okay. We were aware this might happen. We're thankful that we've had the opportunity to work with you.
This experience has been unforgettable.
We've managed to learn so much about William and his life in such a small amount of time, and it's made a huge difference in the biography. You'll both be credited in the book, of course.
Thanks. We'll continue to look for clues around the site and give you a call if we find anything new.
Thank you. I'm so sorry to have to pull out at such a late stage.
It's fine. We understand.
I hope we'll speak again soon.
Well, that's great.
It's the nature of the job, unfortunately. Sometimes there's information popping up everywhere and then long periods of nothing in between.
What do we do now?
We continue with our dive tomorrow. We have funding for that at least. After that, I'm not sure.
In good news, we have some new gadgets for the ROV. The new lights and camera are over there on the table.
I'll get on it now then.
This better be good. Oh yeah, they are good actually. Got me some new lights. What time does he go to bed? Not 2 in the morning.
All finished.
See you tomorrow.
Confused. We played too many VR horror games. Yeah, hold on. Probably do this mission. And then
Radio check.
Coming through
He's saying that
clear,
the past
Dr.
2
Lynch.
missions, but
Something wrong?
No,
I'm not
just
following this
realizing this might be our last dive.
That's okay. I'm sure something will pop up. Even if it doesn't, we'll find another sponsor for next season.
Yeah.
Okay, where should I look for this fish?
Mr. Walsh said it's usually spotted around E-deck.
Alright, I'll head down there and take a look around. Did he give any tips on how to do
He
this?
just said it's agile and very fast. Makes it difficult to capture on film.
Okay, so I'll need to be quick and try not to scare it off.
And remember to use the new red lights too. The fish doesn't seem to see red light, so it shouldn't react.
I'll activate them when I get down there.
yeah. I had the first Nintendo, the NES, and before that Spectrum Plus 3. before that, this weird thing where it's like tennis. It was called pong, I think. You got these two little twisty things. You go left and right to move them up and down. That was like a smash hit back in those days. So I've seen games evolve from 8-bit to VR to 4K. It's crazy. There's this glitch where it keeps switching to click turning. When you go into the lab and do that stuff, it stays like that on this. That's better. What does your brother play, like the usual Fortnite kind of games? Don't mind Sea of Thieves. It gets a bit samey though, but it's a good laugh with other people online. Yeah, I didn't realise your name. Earlier on I asked you what games are coming out, and it came up with Moonlight, and that's your actual name. I thought that was the name of the game. That's what's going. I never heard of that one. Do you have... is your PC running? Oh no, this is like a horror film. Yeah. There it is.
I think I found it.
Can you get it on film?
Yeah. I'll just get closer.
What happened to your Xbox?
Damn! It swam out. I'll have to find it again. I'll need to approach it slowly but not get too close. Frightens easily.
Yeah, so I had it on Game Pass, but it's on sale for like 20 quid at the moment. Like my nephew and my cousin's
Here it
playing.
is. I'll keep my distance and start recording.
Ah, okay. I might get it again.
Here it is. I'll keep my distance and start recording.
Yeah, it's weird. I had the 1X, and I didn't really want to sell it. But then once I got this gaming PC, I was like, what's the point in having it?
Ah, I noticed the camera. It's heading for the staircase.
It'll be harder to find if it gets out the ship.
I'll follow it.
Yeah, PlayStation's good. I mean, I think I pretty much owned almost every console that's ever come out. What didn't I own? A 3DO. I think that's about it.
No, it got out!
Quickly, get after it.
Alright, I'll have a 2-second break.
Okay, it stopped again.
Do you think you'll be able to get close enough for a clear shot?
Yeah, it's in a good spot here. I've got it.
Did you get enough footage?
Yeah, I think so. Do I need to do anything else while I'm here?
No, that's all you needed to do. You can change back to your normal lights again now. Ready to head back?
Not quite yet. I saw something behind the fish shimmer with the light. I'm gonna check it out.
Might as well. This'll probably be our last dive.
It's a pocket watch. There's also clothing, a bowler hat, some shoes. It looks to be a Bible cover.
A Bible? Is there anything identifiable there? A name? Initials?
We need to mark this location, and I'll take photographs so we can verify everything in the lab.
Alright, location is marked. Are you able to collect the pocket watch?
Yeah, it's just sitting on top. I'll leave the other items. WJ... Hey, Gene, I know it sounds unbelievable, but I think this might be Henderson.
Are you sure? I think you might be jumping to conclusions here.
Maybe, but with the initials on the watch and the Bible, I mean, it's possible.
Well, what should we do?
I'll head back to the surface.
I really hope you're right about this.
Well, this watch is in excellent condition. You wouldn't even know it's been down there so long. The initials are engraved on the back, and the face shows the time the ship sank.
As we already know, Henderson's initials don't match any other first-class passengers. A watch like this would have only been owned by a wealthy man, too.
It looks the same as the one in his photographs. It must be a match.
The shoes and coat seem to be like the style Henderson preferred. He always had his shoes handmade.
The Bible pages appear to be completely deteriorated, but the leather cover is intact.
I'm sold. I think it's time to contact Gillian and let her know.
I agree.
Hello, how are you both?
Going well, Gillian. We have some good news for you.
Oh?
We think we found Henderson's final resting place.
Oh my, are you sure? Where was he?
He was near the back of the bow on the port side, close to the debris field we were scanning 2 days ago. I placed a marker and photographed some of the items at the location.
We also recovered a pocket watch from the site. It has the initials WJH engraved on the back.
Do you think it's possible it could be someone else's? Have you checked them against the photos I sent through?
Yes, the items match the photos.
We've found him.
Oh, you don't know how much this means to me, to finally find William's grave. I was starting to think I was wasting my time chasing ghosts in the Atlantic.
Now you have an ending for your biography.
Not just that, we have closure.
What would you like to do?
I want to come down on the next dive with you and place a memorial plaque at the site. I want to see it for myself.
Great idea.
What did you want to do with the items we've collected?
They'll be displayed in museums, alongside other people's recovered belongings. It's important that children learn about the tragedy of the Titanic, that these objects pulled from the ocean remain as reminders of the lives lost. And to thank you both. I want to fund our next expedition.
Our next expedition?
Where are we heading?
Sedna. This is CCGS Wilson.
This is Sedna. Go ahead. Over.
You should be coming up on the stern now, Dr. Lynch. About 200 meters and closing.
Thanks, Gene. I'll let you know when it starts to show up on my map.
Great. Excited to be back?
Yeah, it's been a long winter. Glad to be back in the driving seat.
Getting bored with the new toys in your lab at the university?
I appreciate all the funding we received after finishing the Henderson job. The attention generated was great for the department. It's just nice to be back out in the field again.
Good to hear. How far are you from the stern now? You must be almost ready to disengage autopilot.
Just reaching the ocean floor now.
Okay. Autopilot is disengaged. You'd better place a marker before we head too far. Interact with the button in front
Marker's
of the
been
map to
placed.
place one. Right. You can head towards the reciprocating engines then. The location is marked on your map, and the mission log has been updated.
So, this is a photography mission?
Yeah, we've been contracted to photograph a bunch of locations around the stern wreck. We've a couple of side tasks to carry out while we're here too, but I'll let you know as we get to them.
I don't think I've seen many photos of the stern.
Yeah. There aren't many photographs of the stern as it's not as accessible or photogenic as the bow. It's a bit of a mess. The stern suffered a lot of structural damage as it sank, so most of the interior decks collapsed and the starboard side is missing hull plating. But even through all the destruction, quite a few interesting features survived, so we'll be focusing on capturing these on camera. Historians have learned a lot by studying the differences in damage and deterioration between the bow and stern sections. The photographs we take today will help experts monitor the rate of decay for different areas.
Alright, I can see it up ahead. The engines are massive.
These two reciprocating engines weigh about 900 tons each and stand just over 9 meters tall. They were powered by the steam from the boiler rooms and turned the two side propellers. They also powered the turbine engines which turned the central propeller.
Looks like the upper decks have collapsed and draped over the cylinders.
Yeah, what used to be the first and second class kitchen galley is covering the starboard side, and parts of the sea deck are laying on the port side.
Whoa, what a mess. I think I'm close enough for a photo.
Great. You'll need to deploy the ROV and use the camera.
Ah, the Predator. Has anything changed on the ROV since I last operated it?
Yeah. It's had a few upgrades thanks to the additional funding. Top quality transmitters have been fitted, so you shouldn't have any issues going out of range of Sedna.
Great. Right. I've taken a photo. What's next?
You can get out of camera mode by pressing and releasing the info button again. From this menu, you can also see the ROV's map, with your next goal location and mission log visible. You should head towards the second class entrance on the boat deck.
Can I get there in the ROV, or do I need to bring the submersible?
Up to you, really. The range on the ROV is enough to cover the entire stern, but you might like to use the submersible to light up your photographs better. To get back into the submersible, press the return button.
I'll head to the second class entrance now.
You might like to swing past the starboard side before you head up to the boat deck. You can kind of see the turbine and dynamo engines through the missing hull. You'll need to be at ground level to look in, just forward of the strip of boat deck hanging down.
Ah, nice. The dynamos generated all the electricity on board, right?
Yeah. Titanic had 4 steam-driven generators that powered the lights, heating, fans, Marconi radio equipment, clocks, telephones, cranes, and elevators. She also had 2 backup generators on D-deck for emergencies, and they were run every night, just in case. Titanic really was a state-of-the-art ship with all the latest conveniences.
What's so special about the second-class entrance? Why are we heading there?
The Olympic-class liners were the first to provide second-class passengers with an elevator, and the elevator equipment can be seen at the second-class entrance.
Ah.
The elevator ran through the central well of the forward second-class staircase and accessed the boat deck through to the F deck, skipping A deck. An elevator steward was allocated to each of the 4 elevators on board. They manually moved the elevator up and down the shaft using a lever connected to the motors. A good steward could stop the elevator level with each deck and assisted passengers with information about onboard facilities.
We shouldn't go any further. It's way too unstable in here. We shouldn't go any further. It's way too unstable in here. Alright, I'm at the second class entrance. It's not in great shape.
The walls of the entrance are propping the equipment up, but it's leaning to port and unstable. Be careful not to get too close when taking the photograph.
Right. Done. Where to next?
Next up is the starboard A-deck crane, just aft of here. I've updated your map and mission log.
I'll head there now. I didn't realize any cranes survived on the stern.
Yeah. This is the only one still attached. It was electric, like the other cranes on board, and was used to access the number 4 hatch on B-deck. The stern holds 4, 5, and 6 were mostly used for storing third-class baggage and refrigerated food supplies.
Right. Alright, I'm at the crane. I'll get the camera ready. Done.
Great! Onto the aft mast. Like the foremast, the aft mast has collapsed, but you'll see it's fallen to port and leaning over the edge of the B-deck hull.
Leaning to port? Was that from the impact?
The stern was spiraling as it landed, and everything shifted to port, including the upper decks. It's more noticeable from the starboard side, but you can see the C-deck second-class promenade windows don't line up with the lower deck walls by about 3 meters.
I had no idea the impact was so violent.
Yeah. The stern was traveling at roughly 60 kilometers per hour when it hit the ground. A lot of debris trailed out of the stern as it spun, and the jagged edges of the exposed decks were folded back or peeled off, The implosion damage had blown out the walls and sides, so the upper decks were lacking supports and collapsed on top of each other as it landed. The only reason the stern has some structure now is the watertight bulkheads remain.
Photograph has been taken. Is it just me, or does this mast look shorter than the foremast?
Yeah, this aft mast is slightly shorter than the foremast. Only the bottom section of both masts remains. The top 4.5 meters were teak and have since disintegrated.
Okay, what's next?
We're heading aft again. Over to the starboard side this time. I'll mark it on your map.
What should I be looking for?
We're moving towards a piece of decking, sticking up out of the collapsed decks. A loose section of the well deck fell fast enough that it managed to slice through the decks just forward of watertight bulkhead O. The exposed joists on top can pose a threat for the ROV. Make sure you don't get too close.
Done. Why is the decking here collapsed so much more than the port side?
This area suffered massive implosion damage. The stern still had pockets of air as it sank, and the outside pressure increased to a point where the surrounding water forced its way into these pockets. The implosion was powerful enough to strip away all the cabin walls and supports from this area, leaving the decks to collapse on top of each other.
Survivors reported hearing underwater explosions. Do you think that was the stern imploding?
Yeah, that's the current opinion. Ships don't go down quietly.
Okay, what's next?
We've been asked to recover a tile from the decking just aft of here. There is a small pile of tiles from the third-class general room, and we can grab one from the top of the pile.
So, this tile was originally from the general room. Was that near here?
Yeah. The third-class general and smoking rooms were at the very aft of the stern, just under the poop deck. We'll pass them as we head over to the port side propeller.
Right.
The general room was used as a covered communal space for families and friends to talk and enjoy music, similar to the open space in the bow. The smoking room next door was strictly for men and was somewhere they could relax and order a drink. If passengers wanted a bit of fresh air, they could head out onto the well deck. The destruction wasn't limited to the top of the ship. The propellers were bent up at an angle of 20 degrees. The correct position of the propeller is 7 meters below ground level. The stern was traveling at about 60 to 80 kilometers per hour and spun 2.5 rotations before hitting the ocean floor. Decks were bent back, and the sides aren't connected. The sides must have come apart on the way down, because they're bent too far out to be damaged from the impact. The central propeller has been thought to be a 4-blade like Olympics, but Harland and Wolff records show a 3-blade was fitted to Titanic. Okay, Dr. Lynch. We are nearing the end of our dive. We have a couple of more tasks to complete before returning to the surface.
Right. What's next?
We have a special assignment from a company called VR Education, who are currently building a virtual model of the Titanic shipwreck.
Whoa, the entire wreck?
Yeah. Well, most of it. They wanted to create the model so that new generations of kids and adults will be able to explore the wreck long after it's gone. She's been sitting here on the bottom of the ocean for over a century now, and is expected to disappear by 2030, thanks to hungry bacteria eating at her hull and slowly dissolving her.
Yeah, it really is sad. It'll soon be just a memory. But this sounds like a worthwhile project. What's the assignment they've asked for?
The developers at VR Education have asked us to place a plaque on the stern next to the one Dr. Ballard placed back in the 80s. The plaque is in your ROV inventory, ready to be placed.
Okay. Where's Dr. Ballard's plaque located?
Ballard placed the plaque between 2 roller fair leads on the extreme aft starboard side of the stern. I will mark the location on your map.
Thanks, Jean. I'm on my way now. Okay, I'm on location now. I can see Dr. Bollard's plaque.
Great. Once you've placed it, please take a photo so we can send it to the people at VR Education.
Photo taken. The plaque reads, "This plaque is dedicated to the memory of all those who lost their lives on the sinking of RMS Titanic on the 15th of April, 1912. This plaque is located on the ship's final area of refuge before she plunged into the depths of the icy ocean. May those who perished find peace at their eternal destination."
Very poignant. It's sad to know that many of the victims on that tragic night spent their last few moments clinging to life in this very spot. It was the last part of Titanic to submerge.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it would have been like. This whole trip was a big honor. I feel like this one's gonna stick with me.
Me too. It was a pleasure guiding you on your dives, Dr. Lynch. I hope we can get to do this again someday.
Don't mention it. You performed brilliantly. Yeah, I think it's time to call it a day. Let's hope we get some funding to come back here in the future. I'm sure there's a lot more to be discovered.
Me too. Just hit the autopilot to return to the ship.